Hello and welcome to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. And today we are playing Star Trek Fleet Command for the first time on stream. Yeah, it's the first time playing something that isn't on the Switch, so do let me know if anything seems out of sorts. You might notice new overlay. That's simply because it seemed easier rather than trying to get because that overlay is set for capturing directly from the Elgato, it seemed easier to have um, a different one that's just going to capture gameplay from this window itself. I've got the game music turned off because simply because well, first of all, there was no volume knob on it, so I can because it was drowning me out. I noticed, and it's as Will's mentioned in his streams, it's a bit repetitive. I might see if I can download some music to play in the background for future that isn't going to get me copyright striked. But yeah, if everyone's doing well. Probably only be streaming a couple of hours or so. I might nip off around. What I might do is I might take a quick break around 9 just to put dinner on, and then nip off when it's done with the quickly. Um, right. So basically, my plan for this stream is basically to something I've had an idea for a while. Is that if I were to stream, Star Trek Fleet Command, I was going to do the holodeck missions. For those who don't know, you basically go to the holodeck and you can get these missions, and they're basically self-contained little story missions, and they seem quite cool. And I've basically got a bunch that I've put on archive. So I'm just going to grab one. Let's go top to bottom. So the Defiant. There's going to be a lot of reading in this. One Defiant shard. I've already got one. Systax and Odo on their search for the missing USS Defiant. Oh, we have to click this button. I can read through any of the text I missed. Yeah, because when you get the mission, you get a bit of story text. Jet Dex, Commander, please respond. People never available when you need them. I told you that they wouldn't respond. Dex, Constable Odo, help me with your service. Commander, see Odo, I told you we could run the Independent. Forgive the intrusion, but we could use your help. It's the Defiant. We got separated on the other side of the wormhole. Odo and I were able to get back there on the Yangtze Kiang. I think I pronounced that right. We hate to impose, but we could use a starship. Starfleet is refusing to send ships through to the Gamma Quadrant while the Cardassians have mobilised a fleet near Bajor. If you can, we would appreciate your immediate assistance. Stand by. We'll receive you both at Deep Space Nine. Cool. So let's unarchive that. You can tell it's quite an early mission. It's going to take me 23 seconds to get there. Let's just get this. Just. What's this? What Voyager chests are paying out? Snap those. Feels weird playing this game about music, not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to get some music that's not gonna get me in trouble, copyright wise, to play in the background. And I can, have a volume slider. Oh, there you are. I've got your Raktajina to go. Ah, good old Klingon coffee. That's Chelsea's attempt to be polite about departing the station immediately. Ah, yes. You could learn a thing or two about manners, Odo. Come on now, Commander. Time is of the essence. Worf and Julian are sharing quarters on the mission. So soon, he says, so the sooner we rescue them, the better. I assume that's supposed to be the sooner we rescue them, the better. They wouldn't make mistakes, would they, Scopely? Never. Oh, there it is. The speed crew on the start as it happens. So it makes it even better. How's the tracking device coming along? Not good. We're tracking the Defiant with a broadband subspace anchor, which was meant to penetrate the ship's cloaking device so that we could find them if there was an emergency. Wouldn't that defeat the point of cloaking technology? Not in this case. The frequency is completely invisible to sensors. It also only lasts for 6 hours before it remodulates on the ship itself. The only device that can find the Defiant is a twin of its own. Okay. That seems an interesting thing to mention. So that's foreshadowing. Maybe with additional 2 million tritanium, I could get it back to full working order. Yeah, go on. I started getting a bit low on that. I was upgrading the Voyager. I've gone up to G5. And it takes a lot of tritanium to get that upgraded. Was it Paris Steel? Whether the green, yeah, the green, whether the green one is. Oh no, yeah, tritanium, yeah. Brown one is Paris Steel, the green one's tritanium, and then the blue one's dilithium. Get a very faint signal. I'm not sure we can rely on it, but it's the only lead we have for now. I'm heading deeper into Dominion territory, the Rakan system. Oh, that's one of the ones where you got your Jem'Hadar hostiles for getting loot for the Bajoran store. I love how quickly these go when you got the crews on gliding across. Oh, already see we're in for a fight. We're at the best. At best, we're getting residual traces of the signal. We're getting a little more than that, Commander. Jem'Hadar ship approaching, bearing 147 Mark 83. Raising shields, prepare for contact. Kill them. We've alerted the rest of the system's security forces. I recommend making a swift exit. Agreed. I have a possible course trajectory for the Defiance, but let's get her out of here right away. Yep. Thanks. You have some likely coordinates for us. The navigation systems are awaiting your orders. Well, I never said likely, but I can give you possible. Marga, yes, that's it. Coordinates coming your way now, Maya. Cool, let's go. Yeah, literally adjacent star system marks, so they often leave them bunched up like that. Enough. If you cannot shoot this irritable bug from the skies, I'll do it myself. Campbells and charge disruptors, engage them. Benjamin, I think that now's your best chance to get out of here. Just in time too. We've got a warp drive back online. Dax, follow us to the Miral shipping port. Hopefully we can get shields and impulse engines back by the time you arrive. It's imperative that this mission continues. I'll explain later. Chief, let's get us out of here. We'll be right behind you, Captain. There we go. Okay. All your luck will run out before long, Independent. Use your time wisely, for the Jem'Hadar will not rest until you're nothing but a memory. Luck is irrelevant. You were beaten. Communications closed. I like that. Well, Commander, is there a version of Maya that we can install at DS9? I like her style. She does have a certain bluntness to her charm. I must admit, I find it rather refreshing. Well, let's follow the Defiant out to Shippingport. Yeah, there's when you do the some of the Romulan missions, some of the stuff she comes out with. All right, course laid in. Let's get us out of here. Yes, I do the triple faction grinding. So I started off maining the Federation, and then I picked Romulans up as my second faction, and then I went and got the Klingons. So I got all three. It does make building up building up rep quite slow process though. Do not. It's gone straight into the attack. It didn't give me any dialogue. Is that a bug? Yeah, definitely need to get some music in. Dax Odo, come on in. You brought us enough time to get the ship repaired, but still have issues with our shields. We can't stay here either. Too many Jem'Hadar on our tail. We've been able to intercept Dominion communications. There's a plot to attack a system on the fringes of Federation space. We're trying to determine where that target is. Acknowledged. So, do you need more time? We can assist with the investigation. If we can meet at the following coordinates, and if you can spare some resources to get our shields back online, we'll be able to enact our plan. On our way. So there's a trip. Yeah, it doesn't seem to investigate dialogue. That's weird. Must be supposed to be like that, but usually, you get to one of these bits, you get a bit of dialogue. But no, it went straight into you get there and then a ship pops up, which is I don't think I've ever seen that. Well, capitalize the O in Dominion. It's either the event missions or the holodeck missions which will have typos and stuff. Stuff outside of that tends to be fine. Um, but that's true in other games as well. Or time crunch, maybe. The system seems to be more heavily populated with Dominion forces than where we came from, Dax. Are you sure this is where the captain wanted to meet us? Affirmative. Oh, look there. There they are, decloaking to starboard. It's good that you made it. No more running. It's time to go on the offensive. This is where the Jem'Hadar are forming an armada of heavy cruisers, including their flagship. We need to infiltrate one and plug into their central computer. We've reached their security system. We should be able to determine where the attack on the Federation will take place. And instead, we brought resources to repair your shields. 5 million tritanium should be enough. Ah, yeah, that's done it. We're back to full power. Shields are approaching maximum. Weapon systems are charged, Captain. Then let's do this. Commander, we use the Defiant to draw the fire of more maneuverable Jem'Hadar fighters. You must focus on the flagships. With 10 edicts, we'll be able to remotely connect with the central network and get the information that Captain Sisko needs. Edicts? We've got them. That flagship, I never thought we had a breach its shields. What do you mean by edicts? Is that the it's Bajoran favours, is it? We have everything we need. Letting the defiant we can depart. 30, whatever it is, I already had it. Let's head back to Idrin and hope that we can reach the wormhole before Dominion do. Cool. 10-minute gift again. Oh, yeah, of course. Commander, great work. We've got the Dominion intelligence reports, and there's some of the Jem'Hadar approaching the wormhole. Hopefully, we should have plenty of time to reinforce wherever they're targeting. I'm afraid that's not going to be enough, Chief. According to his data, the attack, it's not coming from the Gamma Quadrant. It's coming from Cardassia. Yeah. Cardassian fleet is en route to attack the City Lager system. It's very close to the Federation border. We must warn them. Set a course for the wormhole and get me Admiral Cook as soon as possible. I need to warn Starfleet immediately. We must get defences to that system. There are lives at stake. In the meantime, our systems are fully operational. We can get there in record time if we make the call to go straight there. We are prepared to assist in the defence of the system. When it's settled, it will be the first line of defence against the Cardassian invasion of the Federation. Cool. 20 seconds. Yeah, record time, right? So I'm starting Armada. Limit space. Where's that? Oh, hello. Stop everything. Captain approaches in the City Lager system. There's no sign of Cardassian Armada. Well, if it isn't Starfleet's smallest starship. We know of your infiltration to the Dominion's intelligence network. Did you think that the founders would let us follow through with a compromised plan? Frankly, I don't give a damn what the founders think. My, you've stepped over the line. What line is that, Captain? We are in neutral territory, and I believe it is you that has invaded someone else's space. You did just raid a Jem'Hadar flagship in its own system, did you not? I don't have time for your games, Damar. Stop playing, Captain. I was sent here to simply inform you that your little escapade in the Gamma Quadrant was fruitless. But I suppose I could cripple your little ship you have while I'm here. Oh, it's a tough little ship. To find. You're welcome to try. Red alert, let's wipe off that smile off Damar's face. Yes. Before we do that, I want to get in on this Armada. Put anything on there. So it's a... Oh, no, not that one. Okay. So yeah, I want to send the Revenant there with the Armada crew. Take a minute to get there now. 30 minutes, yeah. Plenty of time. Yeah, a couple of people have gotten Revenants in the by the event store. So that'll become a more common practice now. Yeah. Then the Cardassians are retreating. Who has the smallest starship now? Yes, blown into a little million pieces. Preparing to go to warp. Should we intervene, Captain? Let him go. He can crawl back to whatever rock the Vaulters and Founders tell him to. Admiral Cook is hailing as captain. I'll take it in my quarters. Worf, you have the con. Tell Major Kira that we'll be back at Deep Space Nine immediately and prepare upper docking pylon B for our arrival. Aye, sir. Commander, we'd be obligated if you would escort us. No problem. Oh. I don't remember Deep Space Nine being hot pink. Yeah, it's an insert loading issue. Yeah, it's yeah. Tried to find the asset and it didn't. Basically. Seen that in other games as well. Kira to Defiant and the independent vessel, we are ready for your arrival. So what happened? Did the Cardassians relaunch an attack on the Federation? Thank you, Major. Not it appear eh? Not it appears that there is more going on than meets the eye. Transformers in the skies. Always the way with this war. Stand by for docking, Kira. Commander, you fought bravely today. I am sure that this is only the beginning of great challenges ahead. Certainly what you can. It's got 2 Defiant shots for that. Yes. I suppose it could be useful to have a second one, but I mean, yeah. Still want to help with this one. I'll send him there if. Oh, if it ends up in space, I'll pop in. If we got an XO1. Yeah, I'll get blown up, mate. Right. Right. So that's one mission done. Let's go for another. Yeah, Brother Robert's been a little noisy in the next room. Hopefully you can't hear him. That's one of the things with playing Xenoblade. Chances are the game's drowning him out, but not so much with this. But we'll see. Okay, let's do this one. It's a Strange New Worlds one. Help the Enterprise. Oh, Convivience, Part 1. Help the Enterprise handle a potential first contact situation. Cool. Oh, yeah, let's read the initial dialogue. Come in, Commander. I've been tasked with contacting you regarding an upcoming celestial event. Captain Pike believed it might be of interest to you. The last phase of a rare type of supernova will be occurring in the Ceolux system over the next few days. The Enterprise will be observing and studying the event. It is a singular opportunity, Commander. Do you wish to join us? Affirmative. Setting course for Ceolux right now. Okay, let's go. Other? Yeah, there we go. Already there. He's spectacular. You haven't seen anything yet, just you wait. We're lucky to see a handful of supernovae every century, but this right here is rare still. Binary star system. One of its stars is a red giant and it is aged. Has been spilling gas onto its companion, the white dwarf, causing its mass to increase past the Christ almighty. Chandrasekhar limit. Soon fusion will kickstart in the white dwarf, then shock growth, then boom. Just to confirm, we're at a safe distance, right, Commander Pellier? Yes, yes. Did you know that many civilizations throughout history have used the exact types of supernovae to calculate distance across the universe? They are remarkably luminous, and their luminosity also has a predictable decay. And now we get to see one right here in our backyard. Yes, it's all very exciting. I just want to make sure we're not putting the ship and crew in any. Come in, Captain. Incoming transmission from Starfleet Command. Let's hope it's a social call. Patch them through, Ensign. 10-minute. Gift again. So drink the water. Well, I think that's probably with these streams going to be a lot of reading. Correct 77. Don't jump, take the stairs, Serrano. Jesus, that's Skyrim, isn't it? So there's the vampire companion from the Dawnguard DLC. Captain, how goes the supernova? Well, expecting things to kick off soon, Admiral. Commander Pellier here is calibrating our sensors so we can capture as much data as possible. Good. I do have another task that I need your assistance with, however. Off the social call then. What? Nothing. What's the mission, sir? We've received notified a new warp signal originating from the Asaphea system from a planet we believe to be inhabited by Type 1 civilization on the Kardashev scale. So they should be somewhere near warp technology. Precisely. It might be nothing more than an accidental discovery, in which case the civilization may need some more gentle guidance in the time to come. Or it could be a sign of cultural contamination. That is the worry. The Enterprise is the nearest Federation ship to Asaphea. We want you to investigate and track down the warp signal. And the supernova? Send it away, team, if you like. Captain, just make sure it gets done. And Pike? Aye, sir. Let's make sure we don't have another Keeley 279 on our hands. Tread carefully. I'm supposed to remember what that is. Yeah, they're the next series of Star Trek strangely was in pre-production. Quite enjoyed the other series so far. But that's I think they might be referencing because something similar to that happened at the well in the first episode. They were making first contact with a species that ended up having Starfleet had accidentally contaminated their culture because that someone managed to observe the was it series the end of series 2 when they were of Destiny when they were fighting Destiny Star Trek Discovery when they were fighting Control. They were close enough that they were able to witness that, and they knew it was spaceships, basically. Yeah, the detrimental impact on their society. So the episode, yeah, it's the pilot, wasn't it? Of Strange New Worlds. So it was them trying to nudge him back on the right track. All right then, we have the unhappy task of deciding who gets to go on the away mission and miss the supernovae of a lifetime. Any takers or takers? You're eager to get off the ship? Yes, sir. Oh well, sir. Not yet, sir. Come on now. First contact, people. It's exciting stuff. No volunteers? Then I'll have to pick. Spock or Taker's number one. I'm trusting you with this mission. Commander, I hate to ask this of you coming all this way, but would you accompany my waiting? We're not likely. We're likely not the only ones to have picked up that warp signal. Yeah, I had a feeling that's where he was going with this. Of course, Captain. Good. Time's of the essence, crew. We need a quick investigation and a quiet one. Understood. Elena, course commander. Right. Proceed to Esophia. On that. 5 minutes. Has he got space? 1. I'll probably take that, to be fair. I'm reading a ship overhead. Shouldn't this system be empty? Captain Pike was correct. Starfleet are not the only ones to have identified the errant warp signature emanating from Esophia. Maybe we should raise shields. Let's hail them before we assume any ill will. Hailing? On screen now. And who might you be? I'm the Lieutenant Commander Una Chinrali, First Commander of the USS Enterprise. With whom am I speaking? I don't see how it's any of your business. Well, perhaps not, but the warp signal is originating from that planet. That is our business. Ah, look, Starfleet, we were here first, so beat it, or things will get ugly. Understood. Ray Shields, Commander, we're not going anywhere. Don't say I didn't warn you. So, from obvious implications of discovering warp technology before they are ready, this culture has made itself known to the entire galaxy. They have put a target on their backs. Those bandits are unlikely to be the last unwelcome visitors in this system. Well, let's deal with that if and when we have to, Lieutenant. First, scan the planet. Let's see what we can learn about these people. Well, that didn't end well. This culture is highly dependent on fossil fuels, Lieutenant Commander. Renewable technology is so minor as to be virtually absent. I'm seeing little use of nuclear fuel. Some areas with high levels of residual radiation might answer why. Far cry from the usual first contact profile. Let's hope this really isn't a repeat of Keeley 279. I'm not reading any warp bombs like there were on Keeley 279 at the very least, but certainly there is something amiss here. Yeah, I think they are referring to the pilot. We need to watch our step here. General Order Number 1 is still a hot topic for the Federation Council. Oh yeah, General Order Number 1 is the precursor to the I was going straight out of my head. Mine's a bit foggy. So it kills me. It's embarrassing I don't know this. I'm just mind fog. Uh, Prime Directive. So, yeah, General Order Number 1 is what they called. Basically, a precursor to Prime Directive in the early days of the TOS series. I agree. Perhaps we should consult with the captain. Very well, Commander. Initiate a long-range transmission to the Enterprise. Let's check this again. Got a minute left. Yeah, no, it was. No. Oh no. Hmm. It's had 4 out of 5, but there's someone there now. Cool. Pull him back. Let's go. What is it, number 1? It's looking like a case of cultural contamination, sir. There's no way this planet is technologically advanced enough to discover warp technology. Then we need to find out how this happened. Can you blend in with the locals? The inhabitants of this planet are remarkably similar to humans, both in their genetics, appearance, and social development. Well, that's something. I want you to bring down to the planet and see if you can learn more. Aye, aye, Captain. Chew. Well, there appears to be some sort of political rally taking place. Oh dear. It is with a heavy heart that we say goodbye to Minister Manara, beloved sister, daughter, and friend. Minister Manara is best remembered for her championing of renewable and green energy policies, ones which have been criticised by the Global Energy Union as lacking the cost efficiency necessary to. Convenient, don't you think? What's that? The one person powerful enough to actually change things just suddenly snuffs it. The the paramilitary got to her. Mark my words. You better shut your mouth if you don't want to join her. This evening's World Parliament session to discuss the future of renewable energy on Esafia. This session is not open to the public due to limited space. Yeah, sure. We now invite you all to observe a minute's silence in honour of Minister Manara. We have to get into that Parliament session. A gift. Wonder, any ideas? Scanning the Houses of Parliament, there is a simple security checkpoint at the entrance to the building at which an identity card must be scanned. I can hack into the computer system and generate passes for you. You'll be entered into the system as journalists from a new public. Oh, from a new publication looking to report on the ongoing energy crisis. Whatever gets us in the door. These will not hold up to a thorough search, but will get you past security checkpoint. That'll do. Spot Cortegas, let's go. That's easy enough. Don't jinx it, Ortegas. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. This session was called by Minister Domiel to discuss the in-progress energy policies put forth by late Minister Manara. Yeah, so I wanted to make sure that her work wasn't forgotten about in her absence. Her work will, of course, not be forgotten. However, the Global Energy Union has made it clear that her suggestions for the construction of renewable energy stations were not financially feasible. Is it financially feasible to continue towards environmental collapse? Monara's policies might already be too little too late, but we have to. The Energy Union is well aware of this issue, Domil. The fact of the matter is that we do not have the funds. We have the funds, they're just being allocated elsewhere. And I'll remind you that this Parliament already voted to enact Monara's green policies. Are you suggesting that we renege on a previous ruling? I'd call for another vote on the issue, given that the person who conceived of and was expected to enact these policies is no longer with us. Well, you can't just enter a new votes, ministers. Is it just real? Does someone look scared of Zellerov? It's not just you. And there we go. Parliament has spoken. Minister Menard's green policies were put on pause for now, to be revisited in the future when we have the proper resources to allocate them. Concludes this session. Let's see if we can get Minister Zellerov alone. I want to ask him a few questions. Is he the source? I'm going to guess that he's the source of the warp signature, and he's not of this world. And who might you be? We're with the Sophia Express. Is that so? Can you comment on Minister Manara's untimely death? Ah, yes, very sad business. Natural causes, they tell me. Congenital heart defect that went unnoticed until now. With all the stress Manara was putting on herself. Well, I suppose we shouldn't be surprised. Will she? You seemed eager to raise her work. You insolent pup, how dare you? Where did you say you were from? Yes, Sophia Express. I'll have your job. My colleague did not mean to insult. We were simply wondering. I will not have baseless accusations thrown at me by a group of jumped-up news hounds. Get out of my sight. Yes, Minister. Go on, you two. Well, that could have gone better. We didn't get anything useful out of him. I beg to differ. His reaction is actually quite telling. Something is amiss here. Hmm. You can say that again. Let's get back to the Enterprise so we can update the captain. Okay. Ooh. Check streamers quickly. Quite 97. You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking. That was, Lindhart from Fire Emblem Three Houses. You said we were far enough away. I thought we were, but the initial shockwave. It's our engines, I know. Wow, but isn't it glorious? Look at that display, Captain. Have you ever seen it? The like of it? Yes, it's very beautiful, Pelia, but I'm more concerned with getting my ship up and running right now. Captain, it's about time. Well, yes, actually, but perhaps the commander could help expedite things. Pelia, what do you need to fix this mess? 22 million power steels would be a good start, Captain. Thank you, Commander. Right, number one, tell me. Situation on Esafir is more fraught than we initially believed. There are some questions around the recent death of a pro-renewable energy politician. Chair of Parliament may be involved. He just essentially erased policies set forth by Monaro that would have moved the planet towards renewable energy. Something is being covered up by here, Captain, and I'll get to the bottom of it. I'm not sure we should be getting involved in Sophia's politics, number one. What about the warp signal? Warp technology on Sophia seems to no longer be active, Captain. It did not show up on our scans. Politician's death is connected with this somehow. I feel it in my bones. Oh, I agree. Warp technology is somehow found on a planet on the verge of environmental collapse, yet there is no sign of it. Someone championing green energy dies suddenly, and their work is erased, so the planet remains reliant on fossil fuels. These can't be coincidences. Trust your judgment, number one. Investigate this as you see fit. Just get to the bottom of it. Aye, sir. Let's stretch. During the Parliament session, Minister Domel seemed to be very much in Manara's corner. Perhaps her colleagues or friends even. He might be a good place to start. Yes. Minister Domel, pleased to meet you. My name is Ina Chin Riley. My colleagues and I are conducting an investigation into the death of Minister Excuse me, Manara. Would you answer a few questions? Investigating Manara's death on whose authority? We're from a new publication looking to shed light on some potential government corruption. You're either very brave or very stupid. Our sources will remain anonymous, of course. What do you want to know? Do you believe that there was foul play involved? I think Manara's death is very convenient for a number of parties. Parliament chair, for example. Zeleroth has been in the corporation's pockets for years, but you're not going to find the information you're looking for in Chin Riley. It's too well protected. But does it exist? Certainly. The Central Archive is where the corporate parliamentary keeps track of everything. They're too fastidious, to say the least. They keep files on everyone of import, but especially those who campaign against the interest of the corporations. Then I believe it's time to visit the Central Archive. Can you show us where it is? Of course, but how do you intend to gain access? Oh, don't you worry about that. Yeah, leave that to us. For a place called the Central Archive, this place is very well hidden. I'm detecting lead shielding in the building. We cannot hack the database remotely. Or take us with me. We'll bring down and establish a link. Once we have access, you can get us that file, Spock. Affirmative. To beam down, Commander. Careful, Tegus. This place is crawling with paramilitary. Look, a terminal. Can we establish a link there? We'll have a try. Come in, Spock. We're ready for you. Yes, Lieutenant Commander. Attempting to bypass the archive security. I found Manara's file. Initiating transfer. To beam up, Commander. Now let's get a look at that file. So much of this file is redacted, but it looks like we were right. The warp signature and the politician's death are connected. There's something in here about an extraterrestrial impact. This must be where the warp signal originated. And let's go check it out. So, a ship crashed on there. Scan the impact crater, Spock. We need to know what crashed here. I am seeing evidence of dilithium, duranium. Lieutenant Commander, a small ship or shuttle perhaps. To identify its origin, we'd need to. Boy, the scrappy's got my name on it, strangers. You be wanting me, you better be buying it off me. We're not here to take a scrap, I assure you. But I would like to ask you a few questions. How did this crater come to be? Apparently the military exercise gone wrong. Well, that's what they told me at least. A few days back I heard a mighty boom. My farm was a few miles down the road and, well, I had to come see what all the ruckus was about. And what did you find? Oh, this newfangled sort of vehicle. Who knows what they've been developing in that lab of theirs. I was the first DSC, but the paramilitary wanted to clean up their mess. Paid me a pretty sum to keep my mouth shut about their blunder, though. But I got no loyalty about them damn corpos. Bits of scrap left over, I got to keep those. Top quality stuff too. You mentioned a lab. Can you point us towards it? Well, I've only heard about it. Never seen it for myself. But I can tell you where the rumours say it is. I don't know where that accent came from, by the way. It just came out. Here we are, the paramilitary secret lab. I guess the rumours were true after all. What are we dealing with here, Spock? Scans are showing the same signs of the same materials from the crash site. Shuttle is here. Well, take us with me. We'll bring down and find the shuttle. To bring down, Commander. Yeah, isn't Duranium what they... I mean, various peoples use it. But don't Federation use it? Come on, Spock, we found the shuttle. Can you access it? Maybe, but it's in a cargo storage area with some other vehicles. We're looking at it from a side room. The cargo is pretty well guarded, but if it could cause diversion. Yes, it's basically Area 51. Too late for that. Looks like we got company. Lieutenant Commander, what is going on down there? We've been discovered. I'll take us. Cover me. Commander, can you get a lock to be? Can you get a lock to beam us back up? Negative. There's too much interference from the other life signs, and we're gonna have to fight our way out. Commander, we need some sort of distraction. Something's going to draw attention away from us. Controlled dilithium burst will cut off power to the facility. When it goes dark, make your escape. Fine, but be quick. You will almost have us cornered. 650,000 dilithium ships for size. Take us a spot. We've lost him. You should be able to get a lock. Oscillating life signs. 2 up, Commander. Is anyone nearby when you dematerialised? Oh, I don't think so, but it's hard to say. Tide facility was dark, so if anyone was around, they definitely saw us. We'll deal with that if and when we have to. Spock, did you get the file? Affirmative. Let's get back to Enterprise. Hmm? Yeah. Good enough data here to keep me busy for months, so it's going to be a whale of a time. We'd better, considering what the Enterprise went through to get it. Number one, tell me you had good news about Sophia. We do. We located the warp signal's origin, a shell being kept in a secret laboratory. We also gained access to a file on a Minister Manara. Well, let's take a look then. One of the experts investigating the crash shuttle was a whistleblower. That's how Minister Manara found out about all this. The file says he, too, was dispatched. Guess that it wasn't big news. Or maybe someone in the media killed the story. An energy expert and a prominent green energy politician both dying around the same time. Too much of a coincidence. It looks like from the file that this expert figured out at least that the technology on board the crash shuttle generated clean energy. Let me guess, the Palamin military wanted to sit on it. A planet that is so reliant on fossil fuels, both technologically and economically, that is of no surprise. A new clean energy source would not generate revenue and it would devalue the existing architecture. But Manara would not keep this quiet. She was preparing to expose the operation at a press conference the morning after her death. Yes. Good work getting to the bottom of this, crew, but it doesn't change our original problem. The shell. Bingo. Prime directive is being violated as long as the Esphians have it. Depends. I mean, if it's a Starfleet ship, then yes. Could we even find out who it belongs to? It's uranium, so there's decent chances. They do not appear to have made use of warp technology yet, Captain. If we can retrieve the shuttle, perhaps we can resolve the situation. And that's what we're going to have to do. It's like quite 60 odd, there's no need for me to sneak about everyone anymore. Everybody's already dead. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, there's a point where you're sneaking in games like Skyrim and you go, oh, it's pointless. Sneaking for no fucking reason. It is likely that they've shored up their security since our last visit. We need to make sure we don't engage them in outright combat. We can't have them discovering 2 spaceships orbiting their planet. Starfleet Command will not tolerate another breach of General Order Number 1. If the SVs suspect anything, it's over. Yes, sir. How do we proceed? We can't just pilot it out of there. We'd be exposing ourselves. Correct, Number 1. We're going to beam it out. No way the transport room is big enough for that shell, or any shell for that matter. We can store it in a pattern buffer. If it's inanimate, it won't require as much space as living things would. So I mean, it's complexity, isn't it? Still, it'll take a lot of juice. We will need to reroute power from all non-essential systems, and we will need the commander's help even with that. You will have it. Beam will take us an eye down, Commander. Once we get to that shuttle, we will let you know. Smoke number 1, coordinate the power diversion and buffer storage. Reading last signs ahead, Captain. Let's go around. Not sure it's going to be possible, sir. We have incoming. Phase set stun and let's keep moving. Where's that damn shuttle? This way, sir. So watch out. Remind me to bring you on away missions more often, Ortegas. Ah, we're here, sir. Shuttle's just up ahead. Looks to be Arconian in design. Not one of ours, at least. The brass will be happy about that. Get a beacon on it, Ortegas. Pike to number 1, we're ready. Spot, crew, power to transporter. Commanders, give us everything you've got. Initiating transport. Shell's been successfully stored in the pattern buffer, but I wouldn't keep it in there for too long. It's going to take up a lot of space. We should bring in Starfleet Command as soon as possible. So that's it. We just leave this planet to its inevitable environmental collapse. We can't intervene, Ortegas, you know that. We can't intervene, but we can make sure the right information gets into our hands. Commander, bring up that file on Minister Manara. This is proof that the corporations on Severe are actively keeping the planet reliant on fossil fuels. If someone were to make this information public, we can't do that, much as I might want to. We can't do it, but the commander could send the file to Minister Domiel, and he could decide for himself what to do. Starfleet doesn't have to be involved. Exactly. Fine. Send the file, Commander. Files being successfully transferred from an anonymous source, of course. Good. Let's fall back to Starfleet Command for a debriefing. They're going to want to hear all about this. Turn the debriefer. It's always about 20 seconds, but I suppose there's it's probably about the quickest it can be. Machine returns and all that. Starfleet Command is overall very happy with how he handled the situation on Sophia Pike. Now that we have the shuttle back, we don't have to worry about the Sophians gaining access to technology they're not ready for. Certainly a far cry from Keely 279. Yes, well, we learned our lesson there. Things do seem to be heating up on Sophia, though, politically speaking. Wouldn't happen to have had anything to do with that, would you? What do they? How do they know things are heating up on Sophia? Their file may have found its way into the hands of members of Parliament, sir. Accidentally, understand. Well, what matters is Sophia remains ignorant of the wider galaxy. That is the way it must be for now. Dismissed Pike, you may return to your supernova. That's done, isn't it? Signing up. These rules. I think glorious. Of course, you missed the best bit, Commander. There had more important things to worry about than the light show, Pelia. And speaking of, it seems like Minister Domiel is now the chair of the Esphian Parliament, and is promising to usher in a new age of environmental sustainability. His task is great. Dismantling a bureaucracy is in no means feat. Very true. But it is a start. And thanks to us, they have the time and space to figure all that out without the interference from technology that they're not ready for. Would leaving them with a clean energy source not been better? Mm, not for a planet like Esphir. It's been proven time and again that civilizations need to get there by themselves. Giving them the easy ways out tends to have unintended consequences. We did good, crew. We did as much as we could. Now it's up to Esphir to define its own destiny. Ooh, shield expired. Right, it's another one down. So pick up another one. Oh, there's one here that I accidentally started. I think I'd just happened to be in the star system where the enemy was. And I thought, oh, I'll check that guy out. Let's have a look. Breakthrough Part 1. Help Captain Pike to help find a missing scientist and her shocking discovery. Receiving hail from the Enterprise, currently orbiting Riser. Captain Pike patching through now. My Commander. Well, now it seems like only 5 minutes ago, one of my crew was hitching a ride with you guys, and here we are again trying to thumb a ride. Actually, it was less than 5 minutes. We can assure you, Captain Pike, it is a pleasure to help. You even qualify for our friends discount. Funny. I'm glad to see your human algorithms are still functioning at a passable capacity. Passable. It's a backhanded compliment. How may we assist you, Captain? Okay, so word has reached Starfleet intelligence that a Vandarian scientist by the name of Rendiga Dabat has made a discovery that could potentially upend the galaxy. Yes, we've heard similar rumours, although nothing as to the exact nature of the discovery. Yeah, that eluded us as well. But what we do know is that a whole bunch of a whole bunch of interested parties have already sent out people that Rendiga has gone into hiding. Pretty sure that Davat wants to make her way into the Federation, but with so many scouts, mercenaries, and bounty hunters snapping at her heels, she's understandably anxious. Then why not take the Enterprise yourself? If tensions are already high based on rumour alone, sending one of Starfleet's most recognisable ships might just inflame the situation more. With both the Klingon and Romulan empires champing at the bits to fight for galactic domination, this might be all the excuse they need to start a war. And if indeed the Davat's discovery can be weaponized, as so many clearly believe, any such war would be very short-lived and doubtlessly brutal. Exactly. So I need you guys to take me to Rendiga's last name whereabouts, and we can start our search from there. But first, you need to come pick me up. The Enterprise is remaining at Riser, where my crew is enjoying some well-deserved downtime. And soon, Captain Pike will be on our way. Thanks for getting us there fast. First port call is Klingon space. Klingon space? Why is Davat hiding there? It seems that the last place she'd wish to be. Apparently, it was while she was conducting some research for the Empire that she stumbled upon whatever it is she found. It's no wonder she hightailed it out there fast. Very good, Captain Pike. Setting course for Klingon space and engaging engines now. That's already being held by a Klingon patrol ship. Well, they don't mess around. Let me get out of sight and then patch them through. Independent scum. We know. I'm friends with the Klingons. This doesn't make sense. We know why you're here. You're not the first, and you will not be the last. Although, unless you turn around now, this will be your last day alive. We have no quarrel with you, Kling. We simply wish you one patak. Now you die. Spock was right about you guys. You handle yourselves well. All right, so we need to head to a small planetary outpost named Jacques. That's apparently where she holed up first. I think you Klingons will help us. Do you think the Klingons there will help us? Klingons on Jacques are barely considered Klingons at all by the rest of the Empire. It's where the disgraced end up. There's no love lost there, believe me. Rendigo must have thought so too. I mean, how much is to done? Oh, there's not much longer left. It's quite a lot. I do not believe I've ever met a surlier group of Klingons. Can we trust what they told us? Do you believe that Davat found passage to the Klingon trade world of Bodag? I think it's likely enough. Just as likely as that some of those surly Klingons contacting High Command to tell them about us in the hopes of worming their way off of Jock. Yeah, you're right. 4 heavily armed Klingon ships are heading their way, weapons locked in on us. Let's dance. That's taken care of them. We've got through to. Yeah, you've got to hand it to Rendiga. Making it off of at least 2 different Klingon planets without getting caught is pretty impressive. Let's hope she made it free. Can't have a better reason for a search to. Can't think of a better reason for our search to last longer. We'd better get to Bodag fast. I don't like the idea of hanging around Klingon space like this. It is likely they'll be waiting for us now. Then we'll just have to be careful. I'll go find something to wear that make me blend in while you're underway. Like having a change of clothes. Oh yeah, I got some 2-star ore. Yeah, it's a D2 missions by the looks of it. Oh, 10-minute gift. Is that too quick? What did you find out while you were in Bodak, Captain? Oh, yeah, that is good to be back in uniform. What did you find out outside of the sartorial, Captain? Well, first, they mean what they say down there when they call it a trade world. I'm amazed I still have a shout on my back. Anyway, she was picked up by a couple of Orions. The Syndicate? I don't know. Not all Orions are affiliated, but probably information I bought with your money. Again, sorry. They're heading towards Orion space, and that's not good. Neither is that Klingon ship closing in on us. What? By the blood, okay, let's die. Really? Hey, it's a different star system. What the fuck? This doesn't make sense. Not even 100,000 strength. Yeah, she was nice. I don't know about you, Captain Pike, but I see no reason to remain in Klingon space any longer. Yeah, there's a space station orbiting Phaspa. Nasty kind of dive by all accounts. Real full of low, yeah, full of real lowlives. I think that's our best bet. Setting a course for Orion space. $15 seconds, that's a bit quicker. That could just be because it's a bit closer to the REM, so it's got less space to travel on, less distance to travel on Impulse. Captain, we're here. Do you wish to don your blending in clothes again? What did you have? Another problem, it appears, in the form of three Orion ships converging on our position. They're hailing us. We know who you are, Independent. We have spies everywhere, including Bodag. We know who you're looking for. Let it be known that the scientists known as Rendiga Dabat and all discoveries deriving from her research have been designated the legal property of the Orion Syndicate in perpetuity. How does she feel about that? Turn back, Independent. You have been useful to us before, which is why we offer you discourtesy. Remaining will be seen as attempted theft and dealt with. I'm afraid we cannot turn back. Then farewell, Independent. It was nice knowing you. There are three Orion ships in the system. Okay. There we go. Funnily enough, speaking of which, my Syndicate's bayonet. What are the chances? What will the Syndicate do with Dabat, Captain? I don't think they even have a Maya. If they did, they'd be crowing about it more. You know, Syndicate, they'd have to brag about their swag. All this designated property and in perpetuity bull, it felt like meaningless filler. Nah, I know a guy in a nearby trading system, runs a bar, name of Orok. If anyone knows anything, it'll be him. Cool, let's go there. Oh, same system. Cool. Eric, old friend, I hope those antennae of yours are still working. Hike, what the hell are you doing here? You'll get us both killed if you're seen. Then you better help me quickly before I start acting really suspicious. Alright. What do you need to know? Hurry. Scientist Rendiga Dabat. I heard she passed by this way. Syndicate are making out that they have her, but I don't buy it. Well, you're right not to. She was through here, sure enough, but not by force. She'd hitched a ride with a couple of Orion traders, but, you know, nice types. Syndicate, because they have to be, like most in this place, they pay a fee, they're left alone. Anyway, they had to stop off here to make a delivery, but then they were heading up to Rigel. And Rendiga was with them. As far as I know, no one was carted off. So I'm assuming they'll go, okay. I'm glad. She seemed like a nice lady. You met her? Well, just briefly. She needed a weapon. Traders thought I could help. Anyway, like I said, she seemed nice, but haunted. Hunted is more like it. Okay, alright. But you've been you've been a big help. Let's call it quits. Yeah, just get out of your park and then come back. That's a little rude, but understandably so. Were your instincts correct about Dabat, Captain Pike? Yep. According to my source, she was on her way to Rigel. Very good. Engaging impulse engines. Skin there. Let's turn over all my miners. Good. There is one. So, Captain, do we have the exact destination? Yeah, we need to get to Rigel 5. That's where the Orion traders are making their final delivery. So it's got to be where they dropped off Vendiga. On our way. It's just in the refinery. We can trade to gas or something. Captain, we're in orbit of Rigel 5, but we're not alone here. You leave. We find Dabat. Dabat make us rich. You not leave, we make you dead. These, these guys are hilarious. We're not going anywhere, Norskin. If I were you, I'd back away while I still can. Norskins do not back away. Norskins fight. Norskins win. Battle stations, Captain. Why did we have 3 of these guys? Ooh. Scan. Charter artifact. Just queuing up hostiles. Makes life so much easier. That's your approaching, Captain Pike. We're being held. Hey, thanks for getting those chumps out of the way. That would have been such a waste of a great bounty. I suggest if you wish to avoid the same fate that you turn around and go find some other prize. While I appreciate the warning, I should point out that I'm no Nautican. I think you'll find that there's a lot more finesse to my flying than those tusky dimwits. Besides, I'll have a challenge. Might I take care of this arrogant bastard? Gladly. 143 strength. My word. You know, not even 1,000. Hell, not even 200. Is it me or is the entire galaxy after Indica? It's to be expected, Captain. She is as valuable as everyone assumes her to be. We shall see more bounty hunters and mercenaries yet. It seems the most obvious path to take to the Alpha Quadrant's main players do not wish to be seen, as you say, tipping their hats. Approaching Roger 5, Captain, perhaps this is where you find your elusive scientist. Yeah, it's possible. The Rigelians are not an overly hostile race. They may have even given Rendic shelter. That said, it's not exactly Federation soil, so she'd still be exposed out here. Plus, the Rigelians have been known to enjoy dabbling with the more exotic sciences. There's a chance that they may also have seen the advantage in holding on to her. We're about to find out. All right, we have a solid lead. I spoke to the head of one of the Rigelian scientific institutes, and yeah, she was here not 3 days ago. Then we're so very close. Where is she now? That's where it gets interesting. When Rendiga was on the surface, she met another scientist. He'd study the effects of certain experiments on Rigelian blood on augments. Oh, that does not sound encouraging. By all accounts, this augment is a little eccentric. Anyway, he spoke with Rendiga and convinced her to go with him. So we're heading for augment space. Hey, Captain, it appears that we've been followed. There are 3 Orion Syndicate ships coming directly for us. The Syndicate is not taking too kindly to being humiliated, Independent. Your time is over. Enough? Yep. He's never pranking Orion. Are in more of them out there? No, Captain Pike. I already entered the Coordinates for augment space. And hit it, Maya. Let's get this done. Ooh, what's this? Oh, endless loop simulator. Yeah, going good, thanks. It says there's an add-on at the moment. Or would that be? That's probably YouTube actually. But yeah, going good, thanks. Thought I'd do some holodeck missions. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Captain Pike, we've come out of warp in the Leiden system. A moment, Captain. There are 3 Breen ships coming out of warp behind us. I know these ships. They belong to a group of Breen bounty hunters. Are they aliens? Captain, they're preparing to fire battle stations. Naturally. Uh, I sped through the Arc quest earlier for the Syndicate XP and for the SMS. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. I did those on like day 1, day 2. But yeah, you get loads of Syndicate XP, so I suppose it would have been. Yeah. But yeah, I think the SMS is it giving it's giving that epic token, isn't it? Which was I've already unlocked her. So I'm kind of on that one. I've still not unlocked Giorgio. It's just 3 of these. Cool. Yep. Damn, Breen 2, huh? Heck of a way to see the universe. Now we get to play with the augments. They're a complicated bunch. Some like us, a lot want to kill us. Others just want to be left alone. You can say that about most races. True. Anyway, it's possible I may have an in with them. Let's see if it plays out. Okay. Yeah, all good here. Usual wet bank holiday weather on side here. I haven't noticed. Let's pitch back at actually. But yeah, it's been fairly grey lately. If it's not been raining, it's been overcast. Why, I want you to patch me through to Nudian Singh on the Enterprise. Ah, yes, why didn't I think of that? Patching through now. Lan? Captain Piker, is there a problem out here? Do you need some backup, sir? No, nothing like that, Lan. I need help with something. We've tracked Wendigo through to augment space. I was wondering if maybe you knew someone here who could help us. There's Dharma. Um, Dharma and Jalada Tanagra. She'll probably assist you if you mention my name. Where are you exactly? In the Linden system. That's perfect. She's on Linden. Thanks, Lan. Pike out. Right, well, you heard her. Let's go talk to Dharma on Leiden. Yeah, I was saying earlier because the music's muted. I might, if I do future streams, I might have to look into getting some copyright-free music playing. I know other streamers play retro gaming music because that doesn't tend to get copyright striked. I'll have to look into something. Yeah, so are you? What do you want? Oh, hey, Dharma. My name's Pike. I'm a friend of Laan Union Singh. Should you could help me out? If it doesn't inconvenience me, perhaps. Well, let's hope not. We're on I'm in and out of work eating dinner. Cool. Yeah, I'll probably be. Yeah, I probably won't be streaming much longer. I'll probably go put. I've got dinner ready to go. Probably go shortly just to set it on, and then stop when it's ready. Yeah, because I'm not streaming on Sunday. I've got Monday off because it's bank holiday. I might do a stream on Monday, and if I can do a nice long stream, then I'll probably do Animal Crossing because it'll be I've not played it on my OLED Switch, so it'll be a new file. Oh yes, Switch gaming music usually is fine. Yeah, cool. Techno, on the trail of a Vendrian scientist by the name of Rendiga Dabat. We know when people brought her to the sector of space. Ah, yes, the woman you all started squabbling over. Look, word is it Rendiga has created something that could rip space apart or something if it gets into wrong hands. Doesn't the Federation consider our hands the wrong hands? Well, look, I can send you Pike. There is nothing any of you people could come up with that we could not find ourselves in better. If you wish to destroy yourselves, go ahead. It saves us the trouble down the line. You'll find the scientist on Huop, where she is doubtlessly having her mind blown by her superior research. Take her and leave before you start buzzing around. Out. You heard the Lady Maya. Yeah. Oh, right. It's in the same system. What's this? In my refinery. Oh, yeah. Titan parts. Roger, orbiting Huop, Captain, but we are going to have to wait to get you down there. There are 5 ships approaching with their weapons locked on us. Back away, Independent. We know Dabat is down there, and we're taking her back with us. She's worth a lot of latinum, and you're severely outgunned. I severely doubt that. What we lack in firepower, we more than make up for with our superior intelligence. Should have brought another 5 ships with you if you wish to stand a chance. Don't tempt her. Open fire. Defeat 5 hostiles in the Leiden system. Cool. Found an artifact already. Yeah, maximum of 4. Once it's done, let's do another. I'm just gonna wait for it to defeat those 5 enemies. 10-minute gift. Push my cross. So my sports like Shumaya, you're something else. Let's go to Rendiga. Heading back to what now? Thank you for coming to get me, Captain Pike. You too, Maya. I believe that I would have eventually made my own way there, but the path would certainly have been more fraught. Ah, you're welcome, Rendiga. What exactly did you find that got everyone so nervous? We heard all sorts of things. Planet killer, reality twister, universal destruction. Probably need to have a toothbrush. I'm not sure that's the best way to describe it. I suppose you consider it some sort of genetic reset button. Okay, fascinating. It's essentially a code written into all biological life forms. Found a way to at least partially unlock that code. If that process were completed, you could regress and use it to regress an entire species. Exactly, but that's not all. Oh, good. The code has a quantum element, meaning once you program it to latch onto a particular strain of DNA, you could use on any single one member of any race and it would affect them all. Oh, quantum entanglement. Well, that's not in any way terrifying, Doc. I'm calling it the genocide key. That's a hell of a name. Of course you are. You know what, Maya? I think it's time we got Rendiga somewhere safe. Agreed. Sending calls for Enterprise engaging warp engines. Fuel. Just a moment. I'm doing my daily. Mantis. As you go to Aruna. Thanks you for all the help up there, Commander. Maya, what you've done is going to save us a lot of suffering. What do you plan to do with Rendiga? Well, she has an excellent mind. There are plenty of Starfleet institutions that would like to put it to use, assuming she can stay away from accidentally destroying life as we know it. Well, there's always that. Yeah, assuming that. All right, we're about to set a course for Earth, but hey, are you one for this? Call it part of that friend's discount I mentioned. Appreciate it. Guess I'll see you out there. Looking forward to it. Take care, Commander Pike. Captain Pike. Downgrade him to Commander. You too. Right. Right. So that's that mission done. So I'm just going to take a quick break while I get dinner on. Quite 40. Well, the tumor's here and he's pissed. It's Marvel. Yeah, Marvel. Ultimate Alliance 2. Yeah, so I'm just going to put it on BRB screen. So I'll be back in a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Oh dear. And we are back. Thanks for sticking around. Let's see. Dinner's on in like 20 minutes, so it'll be done. So I've got another 20 minutes on the stream. Right. Let's get another mission. 3-1. That's got 6. That's not good. Collective of 1, maybe. There we go. Or is lost with Worf. I was just thinking a TNG one would be nice. War is lost. Follow lead on some missing Federation officers. Investigate the encoded signal in the Singularity Apex. Okay. Slightly higher level than the other ones we've been doing. Quite 16, that was poorly judged. That's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Yeah, they got various things they say when you jump off into nothing. Like Blink Gravity for that was another one. Ah, yes. Need to do my 4-star mining. Do my 5-star mining. So I'm looking at. Right, so here we are. Quantity providers have taken us to the Singularity Apex. This is a particularly unstable system. Yes, I see. These readings are extremely erratic. Whoever sent the signal must have been using the anomaly to boost its range. That is possible. Do you have a way to triangulate the location? I believe I have it. Nearby system with these coordinates. Take us in. Cool. And there's no sign of human life signs or any trace of the signal here. Something does not match up. Based on our trajectory and a degrading signal, can we create a temporary frequency enhancer with the deflector array? We have had success with scattered dilithium crystal particles. They can act as a makeshift booster. With 500 dilithium, should be able to trace the signal from here. Sure. It's working. The signal now has less distortion, which implies we are closest to the source. How close are we? I have a bearing, but determining an exact location is difficult. The most likely course would be the Tolva system, or Tovla. If I recall correctly, Singularity Apex, that's the sort of when you're just starting to head out into deep space, 4-star stuff. We've got the firewalls. Multiple chips on short-range scans. We're getting a lot of Klingon scout vessels. They seem to be moving in a standard lookout formation, covering a radius of 800,000 kilometers. And they're protecting something, the signal. It's in the middle, isn't it? Yes, sir. Our people may be held prisoner. We've got a wolf shot. Nice. This entire sector of space is considered Klingon territory. Thought this whole region of Though this whole region has been disputed for some time, Klingon presence is high. We've been spied. One of the patrols, they're hailing us. On the screen. What is the nature of your intrusion? This system is occupied by the house Shakmatsa. Turn away from here before you are destroyed. Such a warm welcome. Well, I'm afraid we can't do that. We've been searching for our members of our crew. Humans. Humans? And what appears to be a human just. Oh no, he's not dissing Worf, is he? And what appears to be a human disguised as a Targ standing behind you. You would insult Worf, son of Moog? I would kill you with my bare hands. Your dainty, delicate hands held in the soft embrace of your human friends. All power to the weapon systems. Um, you dare fire on the warriors of Shakmatsa? You'll lead us to our people, or the last thing you'll see on my eyes is I tear your beating heart through your chest. We'll see what we can do. Heed our requests, or you will be forced to take our people with action. You are welcome to try. How's that for trying? You're the only reason you're alive is because we decided to spare you and only damage your weapons and navigational systems. So we're willing to send you to Stovercore if you do not comply with our demands. We will not yield. Do what you must. Very well, Mr. Wolf. Aim for their life support systems and engines and prepare to Wait. This crew of yours, humans. There are some with the main fleet. Commander Riker, the larger of the Klingon ships has gone to war. This appears to be a stalling tactic. Yes. Listen to synthetic life form. The others have moved on. I could lead you to them. We will approach and board your vessel. Prepare for our arrival. Okay. Let's figure out how we should approach this. What do you think, Commander? Oh, hello. First question we've had today, I think. Exactly the same rewards for either option. Okay. Have Riker question them or have Worf question them? Ooh. Decisions. I think Worf will be more entertaining. So let's go with that. You have you have two choices, Patach. You could be destroyed for wasting my time, or I will tow your ship like a wounded puppy until we find your fleet. You should spit on the honour of my name and that of my father in such a way. It is more than you deserve. Unless. Give us the location of your fleet and the information of how to extract our crew. Then you'll be free to go. Very well. You leave me with very little choice. This transponder will bring you to the fleet. Now leave us to make our repairs. If this transponder is faulty, I assure you that your fate will be worse than a simple death or dishonour. I will use this device to configure a course to the fleet. Surprised any Klingon would give up information. Did I get... No. Still got one mantis thingy to do. There we go, that's him done. So we have found them. Similar number of ships, wide formation. I recommend that this time we get their attention before they slither away again. You know what, Mr. Wolf? I think you're right. Get their attention. Red alert. Battle stations. I got to defeat a bunch of enemies, have we? Now, yeah, you see, I'm friends with the Klingons, so not here. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it could be anywhere. Cool. All right, yeah. That's one of the reasons I have these guys hanging out in augment space. Auto grinding. Bum, 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 39 or higher. What's over here? Swarms. Bit random, but fine. Sparse, aren't they? Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. I'll change you to something. That change you. So that's Revenant on there. Actually, where's the Pylon? Oh, that's the Pylon. Let's have it there. Was it free? Yeah, it's going to take long as well. Yeah, a group of ships are going to war. Those cows will not fight us. There are a few damaged vessels attempting to follow. We should match their current course and speed. Agreed. They're not getting away from us again. Cool. It's going to take a minute. Say yes, but no, you just argue. Fire from three houses. 3rd of November 2019. Bloody hell. Yeah, when I played that, it turns out by accident I ended up doing the because there's different paths you can do for the story. Of all the ones I chose, it ended up being the shortest one. for whatever reason, the is it Crimson Flower one, where you see where you decides to side with Edelgard. Edelgard, Hildegard. Apparently, it's the shortest story out of all of them. Yeah, and it's the only one where because you get free houses, free houses to choose from, and that house you can either side with Edelgard or the church, whereas there's the other houses aren't divided like that. You just choose the house and that's it. Commander, I'm detecting your Federation ship appears to have suffered critical damage. These so-called warriors are swarming around it. They're nothing but gutless slavers. You appear to be correct. There are multiple human life signs on a large hauling vessel. Clear prison ship. That's the USS Paladin. They tipped us off about the original signal. Must have gotten overwhelmed by these Klingons. The warriors of Shakmatsa. Ha! I spit on their house and their honour. Hold on to that rage, you might need it. They seem to be drifting away from the Paladin. I have an idea. Take us in slow. Worf, get the ship straightened up. We can repair the exterior hull breaches pretty easily, I think. Might be useful. 10,000 Tritonian should suffice, Commander. Okay, tractor beam the Paladin. Either we can use it as a distraction or maybe on the attack itself. Taking us closer to the enemy ship. Prison ship, Commander. Oh, it's a prisoner ship. Did I miss that before? Step play, decoy or all-out attack. If we set the USS Paladin's autopilot system to fly past the main fleet, it may provide an opportunity to extract our people. We could also send it right into the heart of their fleet and remote detonate the ship's onboard torpedo caches. Let me guess. I'm going to get the option to choose. What do you think? Defeat the sun, defeat the same. We've had that quite already in the stream. And again, we don't. There's no get the same thing for both. I like the idea of using the paladin as a decoy, so let's go with that. Alright, let's send the paladin across the starboard bow of the prison ship and tackle the lead ship head on. Most of the ship is turning to engage the decoy. Independent Scum, this is our space. And those are our people. We're taking them whether you like it or not. Got him. For the glory of House Shakmatsa, avenge our defeat, brethren. At least this one has some measure of honour. Battle is far from over, Commander. Let's come about, take evasive manoeuvres, charge phasers. They're not going down so easy. Fools! The enemy are attempting to charge the hauler. They want our bounty. Regroup, focus all attention on the Independent. This Starfleet scrap heap is unmanned. They're on to our plan. Then it's time to do what you do best, old friend. Fire at will. Defeat 5 level 40 enemies. Right. Don't get any that high in organ space, do you? No. Close. Yeah, 38 is as high as you get. Close, but no cigar. Right. Oh, Arconian. Yes, Arconians we can defeat without getting a negative. Let's zoom in. The icon's wrong then. Shouldn't have Klingon on there. Some coding to a different species. There we go. Uh, there we go. Yeah, I suppose they often give you what you need in the same. When they say you'll defeat X level of enemies, it's often ones you can find in the same system. We cannot have them. They're ours by right. We found them. Finders keepers. Dear me. That is not the way of the warrior. A slaver is without honour, without pride. How could any Klingon do such a thing? Softened former Klingon not yourself has no right to question House Shakmatsa. Let's talk. We're going to finish this fight. There it is. No, impossible. Now it was soft. Now who is a former Klingon? We will take our people and leave you to your disgrace. We'll put in a word with the Klingon High Council of your actions. Even in the time of war, I think the Chancellor will find time to resolve this shame. You would not. You cannot. Riker out, Channel Commander Mr. Wolf. Maya, can we start beaming our people aboard? Already underway, Commander. There are crew members from the Paladin and the Enterprise. Take us closer, and we'll try and get more of them by docking with the ship. The last people from the prison ship are being brought aboard. Commander Riker, you got my message? Wesley, you're here. Oh, thank. Is my mother with you? She okay? Yeah, she's okay. She's with the captain. Come on, we'll get you down to sick bay and get patched up. I'll tell you all about the last few weeks. Well, the Paladin have requested a drop-off in the Fibona system. They can await new orders once we arrive. Then we should travel there immediately. 33 seconds, not long. Seems like it's wrapping up this mission. Just in time. It's a bit of resounding success, Commander. Your help has been invaluable. Thank you. Agreed, it was gratifying to wipe the smirk off the faces of. Are we ready to depart? Let's set a course to rendezvous with the Enterprise. Aye, sir. Commander, it is puzzling to have met with Klingons here who are so different to the ones I know from my youth. The aggression, the violence, that is common. The sheer lack of guile and honour, however, is troubling. I hope to see a better side of my people in the future. For now, the course is laid in, sir. We'll get our people home soon. Yeah. Leslie, it really is you. So happy to see you. Number one, Mr. Wolf, everyone, thank you. My crew, my family. Don't mention the captain. We're just happy to have found more of our people. This one, the independent, we would not have been able to do so much. We would not have been able to do so without such a formidable ally. Without you, we would have failed. It's statistically improbable to assume that we will continue the current trend of successful excursions. I predict with a 47.8% probability that on our next missions we will. Data, please. Please, sir? Ah, yes, I see, sir. You wish to inspire optimism, encouragement among the crew, a sense of strength, morale. Yes, Data, thank you. On that note, we have more matters to attend to. Commander, if you'll excuse me. Glad to be glad to have been of service, Captain. So that's at the end. Take it. Yep. Cool. So good timing. Then it should be just about ready by now. So we'll wrap up there. Do I think we'll raid Ed if he's still on. Let's have a look. Bum, 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 bum. I don't think I've ever raided Ed. Don't tend to stream at the same time. So assume he's on. Yep, he's on a. I was taking a break at the moment. He's taking a break. What the hell else? I'll just nip. Oh, that shit. 2 minutes to repair. Nice. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, I never do these anymore because defeating 51 FKR ships. Because I used to do them in sort of high-end amalgam space because you don't get reputation losses there, but they don't go that high now. They don't go that high, so I just miss out. I just miss out on that bit. Which is a thing. It was a bit. Well, I was doing. I was using one of the exo comps that lowers the reputation loss. Oh, who's attacking me? Thought you attacked my ship, do you? I was on. I'm too quick on the ball there for you. Prick. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, he's not. He's not on the break anymore. Cool. Yeah, so yeah. We'll stop there. I might do a stream on Monday, depends how I feel. If I can do a nice long stream, I might do Animal Crossing, be New Horizons on the Switch. played it before, but it'll be a new save. Otherwise, I might stream this again. But yeah, hope you all had a nice time. Hope you all doing well, and we'll just read it. Can we share first? I think he's playing Speedstorm. Oh no, he's playing Overwatch. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, thanks for the alert, Will, and I know Immortal's there. Yeah, I'd intended for this stream to be a bit longer today, but it just yeah, meant to start earlier so I could go on for longer, but it is what it is. Right. And oh, if I bring it, I'm gonna bring it up on my telly. I'm gonna have the mute on. It sounds been alright, by the way. I think I was went on one of the because I've got an external mic which is better than the mic on this, but it's makes it too much background noise. Is the thing, which is a bit of a bugger. There. You add YouTube up and I've it's going your current live streams. I've never seen that before. Just building up church on the telly. It's awfully unprofessional for me. I do apologise. Presencia. Yeah. Right. See you all next time. Bye bye.